Imagine a moonlit night, a graveyard shrouded in an eerie silence. Such a place is not for the faint-hearted, yet it holds a certain allure, a peculiar fascination that draws us in, compelling us to uncover its secrets. Our tale unfolds in this graveyard. It's not just any graveyard, it's a place where time stands still, where the wind whistles through the gravestones with a mournful sigh, carrying with it tales of lives once lived and loves once lost. The gravestones, each a monument to the departed, stand tall, casting long shadows under the ghostly moonlight. They are silent witnesses to the passage of time, each one holding a story, a secret concealed within the cold stone. In this graveyard there's a symphony of sounds. It's a quiet symphony, one that you might not notice unless you're really listening. The rustling leaves, the distant hoot of an owl, the soft whisper of the wind, they all come together in a haunting melody that echoes through the night. Our attention now turns to a specific gravestone. It's smaller than the others, almost forgotten in the vast expanse of the graveyard. It's weathered, worn by time and the elements, but there's something about it that sets it apart. It's not the most grand or the most ornate, but it's the most mysterious. This gravestone belongs to a child who, at the tender age of 7, disappeared, leaving no trace behind. His parents had already passed on, leaving him alone in this world. And then, he too vanished, his memory etched into the stone that now marks his resting place. The gravestone belongs to a child, a mere 7 years old, who vanished without a trace. His story is shrouded in mystery, a puzzle waiting to be solved. And as we delve deeper into the graveyard secret, we might just uncover the truth behind his disappearance. But for now, the graveyard remains silent, its secrets safely hidden within its stone sentinels. Our story begins with this lost child, known to the world as Little Timmy. A boy of 8, Timmy was a spirited soul, full of life and curiosity. His world revolved around his loving parents, who showered him with affection and warmth. But life, as unpredictable as it is, had a cruel twist in store for him. In a dreadful turn of events, Timmy's parents met with a tragic end, leaving the little boy all alone. Orphaned and heartbroken, Timmy's life took a drastic turn. His once vibrant world was replaced with a grim, desolate existence in the eerie silence of the town's graveyard, where his parents now lay. As the days turned into weeks and the weeks into months, Timmy's loneliness deepened. He wandered the graveyard, speaking to the silent tombstones as if they were his only friends. He sought comfort in the cold, stony silence of the place, his only solace in the midst of his profound grief. But then, strange occurrences began to unfold. Whispers of ghostly apparitions and eerie sounds started to circulate among the townsfolk. They spoke of a child's laughter echoing through the graveyard at night, of soft whispers floating on the wind, and of a small shadowy figure seen wandering among the tombstones. These tales were dismissed as mere superstitions by some, but others felt a chilling sense of unease. They believed that the graveyard was no longer just a resting place for the departed, but had become a playground for a lonely, lost soul. As the strange happenings continued, Timmy's existence seemed to fade into obscurity. The once lively boy was now a mere phantom. His presence felt only in the chilling whispers that swept through the graveyard. And then one day, Timmy was gone, leaving behind only whispers of his existence. His tale became a chilling legend, a ghost story that would haunt the sleepy town for generations to come. His memory, like a ghostly presence, lingered in the graveyard, a constant reminder of the lost child's tale. But you see, Timmy was never truly gone. The graveyard, a place that was once a symbol of finality and loss, began to reveal peculiar signs that suggested that the essence of Timmy, the lost child, still lingered between the old gravestones and the silent paths. Every morning, fresh flowers adorned Timmy's gravestone. No one knew who placed them there, as the graveyard caretaker swore he saw no one. Yet there they were, as vibrant and alive as the memory of Timmy in his parents' hearts. Then there were the toys, small worn-out playthings, the kind Timmy loved, found scattered around the graveyard as if a child had been playing there. But who would let their child play in such a place, especially at the break of dawn? The strangest occurrence, however, was the laughter. A child's laughter that echoed through the cold moonlit nights, bouncing off the gravestones, seeping through the cracks of reality. A laughter that was both innocent and mischievous, filled with a joy that was undeniably Timmy's. But why? Why would a child's spirit linger in such a place? Was it the bond with his parents? A bond so strong that even death couldn't sever it? Or was it the graveyard itself? A place where Timmy had spent countless hours visiting his parents, sharing stories, and playing around their gravestones. The mystery deepened with every passing day, with every new sign, every echo of laughter. The local folks began to whisper, some with fear, others with a sense of wonder. They spoke of the unseen presence, the spirit of a child who refused to leave the place he loved, who chose to remain with his parents, in the only home he knew. And so the graveyard, once a place of silence and sorrow, became a place of mystery and marvel. A place where the line between the physical and the spiritual world blurred, where the unseen became as real as the seen. The graveyard had a new resident, unseen but very much present. As the years went by, the mystery of Timmy's disappearance began to unravel. The small town was abuzz with whispers, each person adding a layer to the growing lore that was Timmy's story. The tale took on a life of its own, passed down from generation to generation, as vibrant and alive as the boy himself once was. The narrative centered around the graveyard, Timmy's last known location, and an eerie reminder of the boy's tragic past. Many claim to have seen a childlike figure near the tombstones, a spectral vision appearing and disappearing like a wisp of smoke. This apparition, they said, bore a striking resemblance to the lost boy and was often seen near the grave of Timmy's parents. The sightings were not limited to visual encounters. There were those who reported an inexplicable warmth near Timmy's gravestone. On the coldest winter nights, when the wind whistled through the graveyard and the moon cast long haunting shadows, a gentle warmth could be felt radiating from the stone. It was as if an unseen hand reached out, providing comfort and solace to those who ventured close. Theories abounded. Some believed that Timmy, in his loneliness, had become a guardian spirit, watching over the town and its inhabitants. Others suggested that the boy was trapped, unable to move on due to the untimely demise of his parents. And then there were those who simply saw it as a heartbreaking tale of loss and longing. Regardless of the interpretations, one thing was clear: something or someone was reaching out. The spectral figure, the warmth, the sense of an unseen presence, they all pointed towards a connection with the other side. The mystery of Timmy's disappearance had transformed into a tale of the supernatural, a story that transcended the boundaries of life and death. Timmy, it seemed, had found a way to reach out from the other side. But what happened to Timmy, you ask? Well, the answer lies in the graveyard itself. Our tale takes a turn as we delve deeper into the mystery surrounding Timmy. It seems that Timmy's spirit, like a ship caught in a storm, was stuck in the in-between. His existence was like a flickering flame, trapped between the realm of the living and the realm of the dead. Unable to move on, unable to rest, Timmy's spirit lingered, caught in a limbo. The eerie whispers in the wind, the chill that ran down your spine when you walked past the graveyard, the soft echo of a child's laughter when the moon was high. These weren't mere figments of your imagination. They were desperate attempts at communication from a little boy lost in time and space. Timmy was trying to reach out, to tell his story, to seek help in finding the peace that had eluded him for so long. Imagine yourself in his shoes, lost, scared, yet filled with an overwhelming desire for closure. Imagine the desperation and the fear, but also the hope that one day someone would understand. Someone would hear his silent cries and help him find his way, and they did. The strange occurrences, the spine-chilling experiences, they were all pieces of a puzzle. A puzzle that, when put together, told the tale of a lost soul seeking solace. It was a tale that needed to be heard, a tale that needed to be understood. And once it was, Timmy's spirit found the peace it had been yearning for. The graveyard, once a place of fear and uncertainty, became a beacon of hope. It became a testament to the fact that even in death there can be resolution. Even in death there can be peace. And so, little Timmy wasn't lost anymore. He found his peace in the very place he was remembered, his final resting place, the graveyard.